Hey, what's up? I'm doing an Easter special. It is officially our very first holiday special that is not Halloween. Because the entire channel is dedicated to Halloween, but you get the point. Sadly, we do not have Andrew this week, so I'm going to have to do everything myself this week. But that's good. Well, not good, but we'll be fine. Because we are watching Easter horror. Basically, it's Easter, holiday special. What do you expect? So, this guy we're going to be watching too is called Freaky Attractions. You should go check him out. He does horror stories and stuff. When I was younger, I used to actually watch this guy. It was like a specific Disney horror stories because I just love that stuff. Honestly. Why do I love it? What do you think? So we're going to be watching him explain the legend of the BunnyMan. And somehow I never knew this guy. After all of the horror stuff that I've loved throughout my life, I never heard of this guy. So basically, in Virginia, there's like an urban legend about some mental patient escaping in 1902 and like in a bunny costume going around killing people with axes and stuff. And apparently he got hit by a train, but people still saw figures in bunny costumes to this day, so he may still be alive according to the legend. But I mean, hey, I'm not going to explain it. We're about to watch a video, some guy explaining it, so let's do this. Let's begin.
This evening I have a tale which has been verified as true multiple times by government sources, and has spread across the internet as a result.
Whoa, the government had something to do with this? Whoa, nice. They actually... they told us that. Out of everything they could have told us, they told us that.
Legend of the BunnyMan. After the Civil War, Fairfax, Virginia became a much more populated place, which eventually required them to build an institution for the criminally insane. Back then, the people in those kinds of places could often be pretty dangerous, so most of the people in the surrounding town didn't really want to live nearby. Due to public outrage, the institution was closed soon after. All the patients were then transferred to another institution in 1904. During this transfer, some of the patients escaped and hid in the surrounding forests. It's not really clear how they got away, but I would have to assume that was a pretty terrifying time for the town. As the officers progressed further, they also discovered Marcus hanging from the bridge's entrance, with a handwritten note attached to his foot. It just simply said,
"You'll never find me, no matter how hard you try."
Signed, the BunnyMan.
It's the BunnyMan's first kill. Beside bunnies. Mr. Marcus. So I guess it is Griffin. Griffin is the BunnyMan.
Been known as BunnyMan Bridge ever since, and according to legend, if you go down into the tunnel around midnight, the BunnyMan will hang you from the entrance, just like he did to Marcus. Mysterious deaths and supernatural phenomenon have often been connected with BunnyMan Bridge. There was a guy from Clifton, Virginia, who came upon the bridge while traveling. Then when he returned home, out of nowhere, he murdered his parents and dragged their bodies into the woods on Easter morning the next day to hang them from the bridge before killing himself.
And this is why you should never go to Virginia. No one should live in Virginia. This is already starting... Hey, if you go to Virginia and you go past this bridge, yeah, you're gonna come back home and kill your parents and go kill yourself after. Like, bruh. No one should be living in Virginia. No one. If this is real, no one's going to Virginia. No one should. No.
Then there was the event in 1943, where 3 young kids were found dead, dangling from the bridge as well. Their bodies were slashed open, and all of them had notes attached to their feet. They all said,
"You'll never catch the BunnyMan."
As recently as 2001, 6 local students and a guide explored the area, only to find mutilated bunny parts throughout the woods there. Then they left very quickly after hearing noises and catching a glimpse of a figure out in the forest. I wanted to delve a little further into this whole BunnyMan legend and see if there was any verifiable proof about these events happening. And believe it or not, there's actually hard evidence of creepy bunny stuff that happened in that area.
Oh wow, so some of this is real. I am never going to Virginia. I will never go to Virginia. And if I'm about to go to Virginia, somebody please remind me with this video. I'm not going. Even if this legend's fake or not. Honestly, what are you going to do in Virginia anyway?
See it online yourself. There was a police report filed in the 1970s in which Air Force Cadet Robert Bennett and his fiancée were driving near Colchester Bridge and had to slam on their brakes when they came across a man in a full-body gray suit with something that looked like bunny ears on his head. He also had a hatchet in his hand. The man in the suit then proceeded to yell at them, claiming they were trespassing on his land, before he threw the hatchet at their windshield and ran off into the woods. Though neither Bennett nor his fiancée were hurt, they were shaken by the incident. I mean, I'm not surprised. Can you imagine how freaked out you'd be if you saw a bunny do that?
Yeah. Wait, what do you think I'm gonna do? Oh my god, it's a bunny! He's only an accident. No. I'm gonna think of it. I might just run him over.
Now nicknamed BunnyMan by local newspapers, was seen at a construction site by a security guard. The guard was checking on a new housing development and caught the BunnyMan smashing the roof supports of new houses being built with his hatchet. Upon seeing the guard, he began chopping at a porch post, saying,
"You're trespassing. If you come any closer, I'll chop off your head."
After the newspaper ran the story, the BunnyMan himself contacted local authorities and said that he did not want these new housing complexes spreading into his woods, and warning that there'd be consequences if they did. The story about this call sparked a media uproar. Stories about the BunnyMan started being...
Wait, what? This guy, a deranged mental patient in a bunny costume, murdering animals and people, normally called authorities and said, hey, stop building on my land. Stop building in the woods I'm hiding in and murdering children in. Yeah. Do not bother me. You don't just murder a bunch of people. Already shouldn't be out in the woods as a mentally ill patient. And just go, yeah, I don't want this. Like, your thing is, you will never catch the BunnyMan. And then you just call, like, the local authorities.
Reported around the country, and teens from all over Virginia began to make the trek to Colchester Bridge to investigate the BunnyMan. There were over 50 BunnyMan sightings from all over the country that year. Bodies have apparently turned up around that bridge almost every year since then. During the Halloween season now, it's traditional for kids to go on BunnyMan hunts around the bridge.
Actual people in horror movies.
Probably not very safe. Many have also speculated that there's a supernatural element to the BunnyMan as well, which was brought about when the police ended up finding him in the woods. They chased after him until he ended up at the bridge. Then he proceeded to get up onto the track above and attempt to escape, but was hit by a passing train before the cops could apprehend him. Although his death was ruled an accident, the police that were there claimed that they heard the BunnyMan laughing as the train hit him, and some say even afterwards. So whether you think the BunnyMan is a person or a spirit, or just copycats inspired by the countless legends about the place, the end was the same. There is someone dressed in a bunny suit out there who has at the very least threatened violence, which to me is a terrifying thought on its own. It makes me wonder if him and those people who dressed up as clowns back in 2016 ever meet up and talk shop. It just seems so unbelievable that both those things have actually happened. So if you do decide to go out into the woods, stay safe, folks. You never really know what you might run into when you go off the grid.
You know what? I'm not going to take that lesson specifically. I'm just going to take the lesson of never go to Virginia. I don't really have an ending for this, but see ya.